everybody. Somebody say hello, please. Okay. How you doing, Morgan? Good, man. I'm a little early. I just want to practice and loosen up a little bit. There's no really agenda today. I did want to do the table of time and break it down. And right now, I'm just going to vamp for about 3 minutes. So sit back, enjoy your coffee, and relax. I'm going to play 4 measures of eighth notes with my right hand, 4 measures of eighth notes with my left hand over and over again for 3 minutes. Here we go. Okay, that was 3 minutes at 160, just to loosen up. What I want to do, I could go through my routine, but then that's like kind of boring, for somebody. This is supposed to be a lesson as opposed to a demonstration of me playing. So what I want to do, and I'll wait a little bit because I did announce 12 noon, so we could like hang out a little bit, and maybe if you have any questions on anything or something that you'd like to see, the level system, the different vamping patterns. If you need any PDFs, let me put my email, or if you'd like, just email me so I have you on file, and I can send you PDFs for today's lesson or any other lesson. There you go. That's my email. So if you want to, just email me, and we'll send something to you in relationship to what we did today or what we're going to do. Mervyn, are you on Facebook? If you are, what I've done, I've started a group this morning called Live Streaming 101. If you're on Facebook and if you want to enter that, just request it and I'll put you in the group, and that'll keep you up to date on everything we're going to be doing, what the agenda is going to be for the day, and new lessons and so on and so forth. And I'll send you PDFs. Can you hear me? All right, I'm going to do the table of time. I'm also hang out there. What I normally do is I'll put it on. It depends on my day how I loosen up or warm up. I just did a fast run through of warming up with a vamp at what was that, 170. 4 measures here, 4 measures here, so on and so forth. All right, if you're on Facebook, I don't know the link. Go search, go into the search and say, it says live streaming 101. Request to join, I'll put you in. Okay? Now, I'm going to break down, and probably break down a few more times than right now, the table of time. I want to play it a little bit first, and I'm only going to work up to groupings of 6. Are you familiar with the table of time? You have Joe Morello's book, Master Studies 1. I believe that's this guy. This guy right here. Master Studies 1. It's in there, Master Studies 1, the table of time. And he takes the the table from quarter notes to groupings of 12. Up and down, up and down. And there's another great book out on the market there that a friend of mine published. He's from Minnesota, and his name is Dave Stanek, and he teaches at McNally College of Music. Guy's a great mind, great drummer. And the name of the title of the book is Mastering the Tables of Time. I have it over here someplace. I'm not going to get up and get it. Maybe in a little bit I'll show it to you. But anyway, let's go to the table of time. I'm going to do quarter notes and then quarter note triplets. And I'm not going to break it down. I'm just going to play quarter notes, quarter note triplets, eighth notes, eighth note triplets, sixteenths, groupings of 5, which are called quintuplets, and groupings of 6, sextuplets. Now I'm stopping there. You can go to 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, and 11s, and 12s. But let's be easy with ourselves today, and let's just work up to 6s. Okay? And this is a standard kind of way to do it. I'm going to put the 72. That's my quarter. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. See it? Now I'm going to play quarter notes, alternating the strokes. 1, full strokes. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now keep doing that. I'm going to go into quarter note triplets now. 1 and the 2 and the 3. Eighth notes. Triplets. 16ths. Groupings of 5s. Sixes. Back to quarter notes. Quarter note triplets. 8s. Eighth note triplets with an accent. 16ths. Groupings of 5. Sixes. Now, I'm going to break that down. There's 4 people, I guess, watching now. And if there's any questions, now's the time to ask. Let me just see who that was. Am I going to get another cup of coffee in a few minutes? So you're actually in my studio right now. We're having a good time. Let's see who called. Don't know who that is. Okay. Student. Okay, any questions on anything? I do have the sheet. You have my email, and I can send you the sheet up to groupings of 6 if you'd like. So if anybody wants the sheet, just email me, and I'll have you on file, and I'll send you the PDF on the groupings of the table of time groupings of 6. So anyway, quarter notes. Now this is at 72. I'm going to play just quarter notes, alternating strokes. That is the pulse. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over and over again. But notice, my left hand is coming from the same distance to the drum. My right and my left sound the same. That's the objective. I'm in time, I'm right on it, not ahead of it or behind it. And it's hard to do this in talk. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting staccato. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the next guy is quarter note triplets. Now, there's a couple different ways to count triplets. And the way I count triplets, it works for me. I count triplets 2 different ways. I count triplets as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I usually use that counting system 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for subdivisional reasons, like 3 against 2, 3 against 4, 5 against 3, so on and so forth. And it gives me more of a grip on the 3. Now, you can if that works for you, that's cool. You know, I count triplets 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What I'm going to do, all right, you can count 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. What is this? I'm sorry. Okay, there you go, Brian. How are you, Brian? Anyway, like I'm going to count, when I hit the quarter note triplet, I'm going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you have to remember this is mathematical. You have a quarter note triplet, 3 triplets with a bracket, and it's got a 3 on top and it's quarter notes. So inside of that, each quarter note, regardless of where you're at, what country you're in, what planet you live on, 1 quarter equals 2 eighths. So I'm going to count 1 and. That takes care of the first quarter note. The, 2, and the. Let me do that again. 1 and the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. That gives me my quarter note triplet. You guys probably play this. Joe Morello's Master Studies, Table of Time. He has book 1 and book 2. Okay? It's a great book if you want to get into the levels. Now, what I just did is I wrote down, let me get that other computer on it. This stuff drives me crazy, this computer stuff. Hold on. There you go. Mouse here. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is go in and out of line 1. All right? Line 1 is the quarter notes. And line 2 is the quarter note triplets. So, as a warm-up, I'll just play the quarter notes to feel the time. 1, 2, 3. There's no kind of formation. And I feel good about playing the quarter notes. I'll go to the quarter note triplets. Here you go. 1 and the 2 and the 3. Back to quarter notes. Gives you an awakening of the time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Quarter note triplets. 1. Quarter notes. Okay, now, after the quarter note, you have the quarter note triplets. After the quarter note triplets, you have straight up and down eighth notes. So, here's my tempo. I'm going to play eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, I can play these in any order that I like. You know, for instructional reasons, when I sit here with a student, I have them play down the page. Twice line number 1, twice line number 2, so on and so forth, until we get down to the 12s. But, you know, practicing is an individual kind of thing. And, you know, if you feel that you should practice just line 1, 2, and 3, line 2 for 2 minutes, line 3 for 1 minute, you know, it depends on what you want to do. I'm going to keep some sort of order here. I'm going to play line 1, which is quarter notes, line 2, which is quarter note triplets, and line 3, which is eighth notes, twice, 2 measures each. Now, I'm doing all full strokes. If you're not familiar with the concept of the control strokes or the levels, you know, just say so, and I'll kind of like go over them somewhat, and you can understand them a lot better. I'm just amazed at how many guys that I teach never heard of the level system or control strokes. But let's go back to this. I'm going to do line 1 twice, line 2, and line 3, each one twice. There's quarter notes, quarter note triplets, and eighth notes. Here we go. 1, 2, we go now. 3, now we go. 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Quarter note triplets. And eighth notes. Back to the top. Control. One more time. Quarter note triplets. Eighth notes. Now, the objective here, you're controlling time. That's what you're doing. What do we have here? Sure, I will, Brian, in 1 second. All right, what we have here is we're manipulating time. The pulse is there. That's the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm controlling that. I'm in there. I'm internalizing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's cool. Now, I'm going to play on top of that, which is cool as quarter notes. That's no problem. But I'm going to make a transition from quarter notes to quarter note triplets. It's a little bit strange, but I'm still maintaining that. That's where I'm coming from, off that tempo, to the eighth notes. So if I have 1, I'll do 1 and 2, 3 quarter note triplets. 1. Eighth notes. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop there for a second because we have a question, which is a good one. All right? What do I mean by controlled strokes? Not a problem. And Brian, I respect that. You're coming forward. You not familiar with something, and you want to learn it. That's the road to becoming better and being humble. Now, there's all kinds of different things out there. They call it the molar, like this. I don't really, subscribe to that. I teach a natural motion, and I also work with the laws of physics. Okay, now, if I hit a drum from this point, I get a certain sound. Now, I'm not going to get into weights and velocity and speed and all that stuff, and distance and whatever. I'm going to talk about control strokes. The first thing you need to know in order to go to the control strokes is this: sticking positions or sticking heights. This right here. Now, I'm exaggerating everything because of instructional reasons. This is called a full stroke position. I'm about from the distance of the tip of my stick to the drum, about 18 inches. No problem. Half of that should be about 9 inches. Now, it's actually a 45-degree angle there. You can see that. Let me see if I get it, like 45-degree angle from the drum. And the next stroke is a half stroke, quarter stroke. So that's my stroking positions, or sticking heights. I have a full stroke, a half stroke, and a quarter stroke. And they all do different things. The quarter stroke is for volume or accents. The half stroke is for a little bit of speed, a consistent sound. And the quarter stroke is for definitely speed and a very pianissimo sound. So that's the 3 stroking positions. Now, there's 4 control strokes. What I like to do is, there's a book I'll show you in a little bit. The control strokes, all right, there's 4 of them. There's the free stroke, the downstroke, the tap, and the upstroke. That is called control strokes. Now, this is the full stroke position. That's the position of my stick. When I throw the stick down and hit the drum or the drum pad, it should come right back. That's called a free stroke. Now, if I just stop it, it should go all the way back here. So I'm controlling that stick right there. That's the full stroke. Now, the next stroke is a downstroke. Okay? So now, so far we have a free stroke and a downstroke. Now notice, take notice, the free stroke and the downstroke sound the same. The next stroke is a tap. I just throw it down from that point. The next stroke after the tap is the upstroke. The upstroke is to put me in position for, if I want to go to the free stroke, I'm in a full stroke position. So I have free stroke, free stroke, downstroke, tap, up. Now, I did a lesson last week on the accents. Let's go to a more common thing here. A paradiddle. We all know how to do a paradiddle. Right, left, right, left, right, left, left. With the accent on the first stroke of the paradiddle. Now, if I want to get an accent, and I'm going to exaggerate it, because the more I exaggerate it and the slower you practice this, the more control you obtain. It's a very natural process. If I want to hit a stroke loud, I come down to here. And I just hit the first stroke of a paradiddle. That's the right. Now, there's 2 sounds in here. There's the accent and 3 non-accented notes. But one has to get in position to get to the accent of the next paradiddle. So I come back up. Now I'm in position to attack the left-hand side. Tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap, down, up, tap, tap. Now, everybody says, well, what does that have to do with the paradiddle? It's the paradiddle. Now, I'm going to tell you why I do it that way. And like I said, it's for instructional reasons. If I play a paradiddle, let me get a tempo going on. I don't know. Let's go 150 or 140, whatever. That's my quarter. I'm going to play paradiddles. Let me go a little faster if you like. Let's go up to, I don't know, or it should be loose. Now, let's say I was playing a paradiddle there. Now, let's say you take a video of my stick movement there. And and you play it back. And when you play it back, there's a metronome on the camera to play back, and you slow it all the way down to just about standing still. When you do that, this is what you come up with. That's what's occurring inside of that paradiddle. I want the accent on the first stroke. I have an accent, a non-accent, non-accent, and non-accent, and I maintain the sticky. That is the control stroke inside of a paradiddle, and that follows you all the way around. If I'm doing single strokes, that's all one sound. If I want an accent, it counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what's happening. But if I break that down, I'm starting here, 1, E, and I'm in position. I'm reinforcing what's natural. You say, well, if it's natural, why do you have to practice? Well, the more you practice something that's natural, the stronger it gets. And when I say it's natural, let me give you an example. Let's say you're a drum teacher, and, or you're married, you have a little kid, he wants to be like dad, he wants to be a drummer. Okay? Everybody left. Okay. He wants to be a drummer. So he's holding the sticks like this. He's holding them German, and he's going like this. Kind of sloppy. You say, hey, that sounds really good. Can you hit one stroke louder? He will naturally go like this. He'll lift the stick up and come down. It's a natural flow. That's part of the journey into control strokes. There's the stick control book. I use a lot of different ways, about 1,000 different ways to do page 5, 6, and 7. I work out of all the rudimental books, Joe Morello's Master Studies 1, Master Studies 2, and Accents and Rebounds. And they're all great for, when I sit and play, I don't worry about, this. It comes natural. When I practice, I reinforce it. Anyway, last time I did a lesson on vamping with accents. And I kind of used, I'm getting away from this one, that's okay. I kind of used, I did use, rather, the stick control book as a reference. I'll give you one of the ways I've done it. If you were here last time, you'll remember this. How many guys do we have? Everybody's leaving? What do we got? Brian, does that help you somewhat? Mr. Brian? Okay, what I did last time is I vamped. Now what I'm doing here, this is a control stroke. I'm in a half stroke position, and I'm maintaining that stroke over and over again. Okay? Now, it's all the same sound. Now, if I want to put an accent, I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, if I want to put an accent on the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a movement or a motion that you have to use the control strokes. Down, up, down, up, down, up. It's like when you're playing rock. I'm exaggerating somewhat. Now, how I got that accent, I'm playing the 8th notes. Now, look at the stick control book, page 5, the first line. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And. Now, what I do is I eliminate the lefts. So that's just going to give me the rights. So that's going to give me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, I'm referencing now off the line. I eliminate the lefts and play the rights. The rights are falling on the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is on the bottom constantly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to play an accent now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to this. Now that's just told me I'm playing the accents on 1, 2, 3, 4. I go to line 2. I eliminate all the lefts, and all the rights fall on the ends, the upbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. That's all control strokes. Doing the first line is like this, down. I'm exaggerating. If I'm playing fast, I don't have time to come all the way up here. I'm just showing you the mechanics of how the control stroke works. 1 and 2 and. Notice the difference in sound. I'm in position to hit that accent. Now I'm in position to tap it, but I need to come up to get in position to attack the next accent. Okay, come on. There you go. That's what I'm doing. We have a question. Hold on. Okay, my pleasure, Brian. And if you want some PDFs, like I have, you have my email somewhere in there. Email me, and I'll send you the sheets on this. Okay? Now, that's line 1 and line 2. And what I do is I do it over and over again. I'm demonstrating it to the right hand. Line 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 back. 1. Sorry. 1, 2, line 2, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Now, that's just the first 2 lines. But I'm showing you with the right hand, but don't forget about the left. Whether you hold a stick, you know, German, French, or traditional, okay? Or however you want to hold the stick. I mean, you can hold a stick like this if you like. Whatever, but I mean, this is the way I hold a stick. So, if I go to line 3 now, line 3, something happens here. I have right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. So if I just play the line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you say, okay, eliminate the lefts and just play the rights. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that's going to tell me I want an accent now on the counts of 1 and 3 and. So this is on the bottom. That's constant. So I'm going to hit 1 and 3 and. I'm going to break that down. Let's see. Hey, Giuseppe. Is what now? Is this now, Matt? Joseph Carbone. Yeah, that's me, Joe. Joe's a nice guy, man. He's a good drummer. He's very humble, and he's like everybody else should be, really. Be humble, go forward, learn as much as you possibly can. No competition. Be nice to everybody. We're all on the same journey. We want to become better, and we want to learn as much as we want. Can. But now, let me go to line 3. I'm going to accent now 1 and 3 and. So now, let me break that down. How I get that. And very easy. You know, see how it flows? There's no, tension whatsoever. It just kind of flows. Because I'm allowing the stick to do what it's supposed to do. I'm not preventing that. I'm not forcing it. So let's get to the 1 and. The 1, if you'd like to write this down, Brian, I have, yeah, I'm live, Joe. Winning the manga. All right. If you have a pencil, Brian, you want to just write, say line 2, 1 measure of 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you have the stick control book, that's great, line 3. If you don't have the stick control book, just write on a piece of paper 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Under the 1 and, it's right, right. Under the 2 and, it's left, left. Under the 3 and, it's right, right. Under the 4 and, it's left, left. So, with that being said, we have 1 and 2 and. Like I said before, that's the line. That's what it's in stick control book. So I'm taking that line, and I'm saying, okay, I'm going to use it as a reference. I'm taking the lefts out. I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, I said you're playing the 8th notes here, like so. And it's telling me to play 1 and 3 and. Now I'm going to do it slow. I have to start here because I have 2 rights in a row. My first right is an accent. My second right's an accent as well. But I have to put my stick in a different position. That's a control stroke. So let me do that again. 1 is a free stroke. And is a downstroke. Now the 2 is a tap. Now the up and coming and is an upstroke. Now I'm ready to hit 3. And now I'm going to hit the and, which is down. And 4 and. So if you want to write it on a piece of paper, write the first note is a free stroke. Second note is a downstroke. The third note, which is the 2, is a tap. And the and of 2 is an upstroke. So you have free stroke, down, tap, up. Free stroke, down, tap, up. Now, it might seem a little funny for you. You get that, Brian? You understand that? Okay. Do you understand? It must be. What time is it over there? It must be what, 9 o'clock in California? Wake up. Okay. You have any questions on that, Brian? Now that's took me away from the table of time, but that's okay. I'll come back to the table of time. Let's go to the second way I showed everybody. All right, let's take the second way I demonstrate the action and utilize. First of all, I need to say that if you have the stick control book, it's the greatest book, in my opinion, the greatest book in the world. And there is not one accent in there. I'm just using it as a reference. I'm expanding on it. So don't get mixed up here and, put me in jail for not telling you right. There's no accents. But I'm referencing making what I do as an accent. And that's the first guy. And I have the PDF sheet on it, and I'll send it to you. Now, the way I do the second way, and you have to remember, you're doing the left hand as well. So on and so forth, right and left. Usually, if you're right-handed, your left hand's weaker. So spend more time on the weak side and make it equal to the right. That's basically the concept of stick control book, making the right equal to left in sound, distributing the workload. Okay, now, what I do, let's talk about the difference between straight up and down and swung. Now, it took me a long time to understand what the hell swung. I mean, it's written 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I got to swing it. How do I swing that? Well, you'll never see anything written out in a swing or swung as far as a drum chart with a big band or any kind of drum chart. It will say swing. So you say, how do you swing it? Okay. Now, I'm going to play line 1 of stick control book, which I refer to as straight up and down, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's straight up and down. Now I'm going to say swing that. How do we swing it? Okay, right away my brain goes triplet, so I count now 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm going to play on the downbeat the 1, 2, 3, 4 naturally. I'm going to skip the and of the triplet and make all the ands that you just played the da. Example: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here's straight up and down. 1 and 2, 3, swung. 1 and 2 and 3, straight up and down. 1, 2, 3, swung. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now, you might not understand it yet, so we're going to go down to line 3. That should put you right in position. Line 3 is right, right, left, left. Now, we're going to play that straight. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, we're going to play a swung. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the 2, the 3, the 4, Do we understand that? Brian, Joe, who else is in here? There's 6 people. Let me see. Merv, you here? Do we understand that, gentlemen? Straight up and down. Joe, how you doing, Mr. Joe? Okay, do you understand that? Straight up and down. Swung. Okay, now, this is the second way I apply accents as an exercise to stick control. We did the 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do triplets. The bottom is going to be triplets. So I'm counting 1 and 2, 3, and now you want to play this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet. I don't like to use that because it kind of gets in my way. So I count 1 and 2, 3, 4. So that's going on always on this particular exercise, whether it be the right hand or the left hand. 3. Now, line 1 is telling me I'm referencing off of it. All the rights fall on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the triplet's going on. I go to line 2, and if it's straight up and down, the rights are on the ends. If we swing it, the rights are on the duds of the triplet. So I'm going to play that. This is the bottom. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? We go to line 3. We have 1 and 3 and. So that's going to become 1 da and 3 da on top of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Do we understand that, gentlemen? If not, I'll break that down. What happened to my glasses? Huh? Okay. Okay, we all understand it, I hope. If not, I'll break it down somewhat. Now, I have a couple of thousand other ways, and I'm not going to do that because I want to get back into the table of time. If you gentlemen would like the PDFs on those particular exercises, the straight up and down 8th notes with the accents, and the triplets with the accents, email me and I'll send you the sheets on them. I only did maybe 9 lines. As a reference, you could do them as a reference and continue 5, 6, and 7. Okay, let's go back to the table of time. Do we have any questions? Yes, no, maybe, help me, chance. Okay, we're going to go back to 70. I'm going to go back to the table of time. Hey, Joe, do you have Mr. Carboni, do you have a sheet? Let me go get a cup of coffee. Hold on, I'll be right back, gentlemen. The union says I need to have a cup of coffee. Be right back. You know, like I announced before, I just started another group on Facebook. If you guys are on Facebook and you want to request to join, it's called Live Streaming 101. Request it and I'll put you in. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to the table of time. Now, I said we're only going to work up to 6s today, and I'm going to break it down. I did the first 3 lines, and I'm going to do them again. I'm going to do each line, the quarter notes, the 8th note, the quarter note triplets, and the 8th notes, 2 measures apiece, and I'm going to stop. and the 2 and the 3, the 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only did one measure there. That's why we went to control strokes, because the question was there. Now, what I do with the first, I could do a couple different ways. What I like to do, line 1, 2, and 3 are all free strokes and all accents. The levels down, up, tap, comes into view with the triplet, the 8th note triplet. If I played an alternating triplet, no accents, well, everything's sounding the same. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now, if I want to drop an accent on the counts of 1, 2, 3, 4, a motion has to occur. Down, up, tap. Down, up. I'm always in position. 1 and 2 and Now, I'm not being stiff. I'm just being slow to demonstrate it. 1. So that's the movement on a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap, down, up, tap. So now we have the quarter note triplets, the 8th notes, and now the 8th note triplets. We're going to do it at 70. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 measures. 2, 3, all full strokes. 1 and the 2 and the 3. 1, 3, 1, 2. 8 notes. Here comes the levels. 1, 2, 3. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And that takes us up to the 8th note triplet. Do we understand it so far, gentlemen? Any questions? No questions, huh? Okay, now we're going to go to the groupings of 4, which is 16th notes, which is going to be 4 notes in between the downbeat. Here's the downbeat. So I've got to get equal spacing of 4 strokes. So I'm doing full. You got a 1E and a 2, 3, 4. 1E and no level here until I put an accent on 1. 1E and the 2E and the 3, 4. Now I'll break that down. When I hit the accent, I'm starting here. 1, E, and up. I'm always in position to hit the next up and coming accent. That's what the level system is. 1, E, and 2, 3. So you obtain the sound. All right, so now let's do the first quarter notes, 8th notes, and quarter note triplets. 8th notes, 8th note triplets, and now 16ths. And then I'm going to stop and go back to the top. 2 measures each. Here we go. 1, bang it up, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, triplets. 1 and the 2 and the 3, the 4. 1. 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I'm exaggerating. 3, 16ths. Back to the top. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. We understand that so far? I see no questions. Okay. Is this an advanced group? I hope. That would be nice. All right. That's cool. All right. So now we're up to the 4s. Now we're going to go to the 5s. That's called a quintuplet. Now, what that means, I'm going to get 5 strokes equal distant between the downbeat. That's my downbeat. It's 1, 1, 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to give 5 strokes. The best way to do this, at first, it's a very odd kind of feel. So you want to do this. You want to utilize the control strokes in here, and you want to do 5 strokes, and accent the first note of the 5, and play the bass drum on the count of 1, 2, the first note of the 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now you put the metronome on, and we're going to go 5s. So we go, that's the 4s. 3, now we'll go to 5. Okay, that's 5 strokes. In between the downbeat equalized. I have some guys come in here and do this. Playing a 5-stroke rough. That's way out there, man. 5 notes equalized to the quarter note. So that takes us up to 5s. The last guy is the 6s. The 6s are called sextuplets. That means you want to get 6 strokes, right, in between the quarter note. There's a couple different ways you can count this. If you're going to do it up tempo a little bit, if you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, man, that's a lot of shit going on there. I like to break the count down. Instead of me counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I count 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3. Or you could do 2 triplets, but don't get a feel of a triplet. You can count the triplet. 1 and a 2 and a 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 1 and a 2. That's 6 strokes. I'm going to say what I do is, you know, whatever it takes for you to do that, and you feel comfortable, go with it. Who's this? No, it's not, Brian. It's not beyond your intelligence. It's just brand new. Never feel that, man. You know, let me have a little discussion about this. I mean, that's nice for you to not belittle yourself, but understand where you're at. All right, you're being humble, and that's a good thing, man. You know, you're saying, this is where I'm at, and I've never experienced this before. That's different than beyond your intelligence. You know, now you're experiencing it. I mean, there's so many different things I have never experienced to this day, and I'm experiencing them. Doesn't mean I don't have intelligence. You know, everybody labels themselves that who's better, who's faster, you know, who holds the sticks better, who has the pretty colored drums. I mean, that's all childish and nonsense. You are who you are. And the reason why you are who you are is you work to get there. If you want to remain there, you don't work no more. You don't learn no more. You don't be humble no more. The way you are, the way I see it, Mr. Brian, I think that you're going to go forward very fast because you're honest. And honesty is the first step towards becoming better. You cannot pretend to be somebody who you're not. You need to be honest with yourself first. Your place. There's no place inside of the drum community. It's you. We're all in the drum community. Now, I've been playing 1,000 years. You might have been playing a 1 year. Of course, I should have more experience. And if I don't, I should quit. And, you know, there's places I've been that perhaps you don't never been to. And that's the learning process. There's nothing wrong with that. That has nothing to do with your intelligence. My philosophy? It's life, man. Life would be a better world. Musicians have insecurities, man. They have to prove to everybody that they're the fastest in the world. You know, their way is the only way. That's nonsense. And, you know, it's nothing. I used to be in a drum corps, and there was a very competitive attitude in a drum corps. Not because they were individually competitive. As a drum line, they were, because they were competing to other drum lines. But some didn't leave that behind when they left the drum corps. They took that attitude, okay, with them when they went into the drum world, and it destroyed them. And you shouldn't have no attitude. Just play, have fun, enjoy, discover. When I wake up in the morning, at my age, I'm glad I wake up. But when I do wake up, I can't wait to find out what I'm going to learn new today. It's just a beautiful journey. Okay, listen, enough of that. All right, let's go back. Everybody understand the table of time? I'm gonna go a little further than that. I mean, I shouldn't, but you know, you should just hang out with the. I'm gonna do the table time at say 80. Okay, and I'm gonna put the metronome. I mean the timer. I'm not gonna bore you. I'm not gonna sit here and do a routine. Say I'm gonna do it for 3 minutes. I'll put the timer on and do it for a minute. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna do up to line 1, line 1, 2, 3, 4, up to line 6. Up the group is a 6. Okay? Just want to loosen up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 7. Back. Okay, there you go. That's loosen up. Now, is that enough for the table time, gentlemen? We go on to something else. I mean, if you ever want to hear a drum set application to this, what is this? Okay, Brian, that's a good. I like that. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Just relax. You went to school, I guess, college for music or classically trained. It's just a different kind of bag. But that's okay, man. Okay. Now, what I want to do is do we have any questions on the table? I can give you some formulas on this that'll drive you crazy. But I think you should just hang out with the table of time up to 60s. Find yourself a comfortable zone with the metronome. And just do it over and over and over again. From the first line to 6s. I'll explain the 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s in a second. You shouldn't be wanting to do them until you finish up to 6s. So let's talk about the 7s. I always have a problem with the 7s, and I don't like doing the 7s, but I do them because they're there. All right, now, notice when I talk, when I do 5, 6, 7, it's 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, or whatever. Each time I make a sound, it's one syllable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now, when I get to 7, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I get to 7, it's 2 syllables. It kind of disrupts the flow. So instead of me saying 7, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So it doesn't disrupt the flow. Now this is a very unusual one. I don't really play this a whole lot. So I'm not using any excuse. I should be able to play it. I do. But I don't like it. I'm being honest. So I'm going to do 7 in between the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should start with the left. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little weird. I don't like to hang out there too much. So let's just bypass that. I mean, when I hit the 7, in 11 when I'm playing it at a tempo. I'm not a religious person, but I kind of say a prayer. Hit 7 and 11. 11 is weird, man. I just say, oh, please, let me get 11 in there. Or let me get 7 in there. So I don't really practice the 7 or the 11. And I'm not, there's no way really to break it down except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now let's go to the 8s. There's 8 strokes between the downbeat. What is this? Who is this? Well, I do. I'm being honest. I say a prayer at 7 and 11. Okay, just kidding. All right. Let's hit the 8s. Let's break it down. I'm not going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to break it down a little bit easier. If I do 4 notes, 16ths, 1, E, and da, that's 4 notes. If I have my left hand answer it, 1, E, and da, I just did 8 notes. We got 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. 1 E and 2 E. Do we understand how I break that down? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. So on and so forth. That's the 8s. Now the 9s, I would go to a triplet. I think triplet. Let me get my coffee. Oh. I think 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, 1 and the 2 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the. For each count of the triplet, I hit 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. That gives me 9. So I'm thinking triplet. 1. We understand that? Yes? No? Okay. After the 9, we go to 10. And we're going to stop there. The 10, if I do 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, I'm going to do twice as many, correct? So I'm going to do 5 with one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. And my left hand's going to answer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And we're going to stop there with the table of time. I want to get into something else. I want to make a couple announcements. And I don't know, Joe and Mr. Carboni, I just started another site on Facebook, Streaming 101. Go there, request to join, and I'll put you in. And whoever wants to do that. Now, also, these are some of the things that I'm going to be addressing on this YouTube channel, because I'm not going to play no drums. If you want to hear drum set application, well, you're going to have to join my website. My website per month is $14.95, and for 6 months it's $59.95. You get 6 lessons a week. So if you do a month, that's 24 lessons for $15. If you do 6 months, that's 144 lessons. It don't get any cheaper than that. Okay? What is this thing? I have to like this old day shit, man. Hold on. Now you got to go there yourself, Joe. I can't put you in. All right? You have to go there yourself and request it. Okay. Now, these are some of the things. Let me see if I can get this up for you. Let's go to the second one. Nope. Okay. Now these are some of the books that we're going to work with. We're going to have the level system, which we kind of hit on a little bit today. The funk drumming by Mr. Mike Clark. Four-way coordination. That's by Marvin Dahlgren and Elliot Fine. Then the Master Studies one, and Charlie Wilcox. That's 150 rudimental solos. And then, let me see if I get on this one. We have the Nard. We have, again, Master Studies 1 and 2. We have the Advanced Funk Studies, and that's by Rick Latham. And he's going to be doing a show on this channel with me. And I'll give you an announcement, and we're going to have a little rap session, no playing drums. And it's going to be, he's going to be on Skype, and I'm going to be on Skype. And we're going to talk and ask questions, and whoever wants to ask questions inside of the chat is welcome to do that. I do have, I already did a guest last week, Colin Walloway from England. He's the head of the Drum Sense, good drummer, nice guy, very knowledgeable. And we spent about an hour or 2 hours in the chat room there, just hanging out and talking about drumming. All right, the next guy I have, you might not know him, but you should. Bruce Becker. He's on the West Coast, great technician, man, beautiful set of hands. And I scheduled him, and he agreed to May the 1st. And that's a Sunday, and it's going to be, I'd like to keep it on a Sunday so everybody can see it. And I kind of mixed the timing up. 3 o'clock would be 12 o'clock West Coast, 3 o'clock East Coast, and 9 o'clock Europe. So that kind of, that's a happy meeting. And last night I was talking to, what's his name? I was talking to Daniel Glass, and he's going to be doing another one, a live lesson, as a matter of fact. Jason Gianni, Carl Latham, Ted McKenzie I was talking to, that's who it was. Ted McKenzie's from New York, and he's the gentleman who revised the Buddy Rich book. He was the culprit who did that. We talked a little bit. He's a nice guy, man. And we're going to do one on Skype first. Then he's going to come down here. And him and I are going to discuss the Adler system, the Moeller system, and the Stone system. So that should be a very interesting kind of thing. When I have guests on my website, it's a freebie. Okay? And this is a freebie. I try to do as much as I possibly can. And what I do here, I'm trying to be honest, I'm just trying to network. And I don't mind teaching, you know, the way I do and helping people out. I think another one here. Let me see. There you go. Now these are my publications. They're coming up. Let's go. Come on. They're going to come up. There they do. Okay. The one all the way up on the top left is called Ostinato Volume 1. Now that's what that is. It says bass drum placement. What I do is I continually play an ostinato between my right hand and my left hand, and I move the bass drum around all over the place. There's about 20 different ostinatos. Then I have the reading text in 4/4, reading text in 6/8. Now with those two, there's no video no disc that comes with it. On YouTube or on my site, I have the 6/8 volume complete. I have all the pages, one at a time, on each video, explaining page by page, note by note, what's going on and how to read it. And the same thing with the 4/4. Now I'm working on another application. So, for example, if I did the 4/4, I say page 8, and I'm going to do a drum set application, or in a different way, there's going to be another video called page 8, reading text 4/4, page 8A, and I'm going to go to B, C. There's all these different ways I have to do it. So if you want to buy the book, that's good, and if not, that's okay too. If you go to my website, you go into the product room, and you put the code in there, you'll get a 20% discount. The other one is a rudimental book. And I've had a lot of people buy that book. And they just like it because it's very, very challenging. I'm going to write my website in here. So, gentlemen. I think, I can't see that. There you go. That's my website. You go to the product room, and if you want to buy the book, fine, or books, you get a 20%, you put the code in, you get a 20% discount. Now, if you don't want to buy the book, you just want to check the site out, that's cool too. At least sign the guest book, so I know you've been there. Okay? And please, email me, everybody. I do Skype lessons as well, and I can give you my Skype contact if you like. Oh, good. Thank you, Joe, for that. And there's something groundbreaking. The reading text, what they do is they start off very simple and slowly graduate to difficult. I'm going to give you my website. I gave you my website. You have my email. I'm going to give you my Skype address if you like to Skype me. That's my Skype contact. You have my email address. Everybody knows who that is. Okay? Now, if you want, email me and I'll send you some files. I'm going to be back this evening at 8 o'clock and do another lesson like this. No drum set. If you want to see some drum set application, you have to join my site. I'm sorry. I'm going to go so far. If I could do the drum set, but it's going to come to you like cardboard boxes on this particular system. I do apologize for that. Now, before I close up, I shouldn't close up, no? All right, I'm going to loosen up a little. I'm going to play some exercises. See, what I hate to do is sit here and you watch me practice. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, what am I doing? I'm practicing and I have the world watching me. So what? What does that mean? Are you learning anything? No. You're just watching me practice my routine. But what I'm going to do, does everybody have the stick control book with them now? They can look at it, page 5 at least. Y for yes, M for no. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play, I don't know how far I'm going to do on a stick control. I'm going to play, all right. Oh, I'm going to play page 5, maybe the left-hand side of the page, okay? And I'm going to play it in half strokes. And I'll play a couple other pages. Now, when I play this, let me just give you an example. If I play half strokes, I'm taking it from here. Let me put that, I got to get the screen back on. Hold it. There you go. Here they come. Hold on, gentlemen. Now, when I play, well, there's such a delay in this, it's ridiculous. Now you can see me, Joe. I just had to change the screen. What I'm going to do, I don't know how far I'm going to do it. I'm going to do, that is the timer. I'm going to do the left-hand side of the page, not in full strokes, say in half strokes. And I'm going to put the metronome on 150. Now, the guys that have been hanging out with me know how I do this. I play the line, I repeat the line, and whatever hand I end with is the hand I vamp with. And vamping, for example, line 1, I would end with the left hand. I would vamp 4 measures like this. And then I go right into the next line until I get, if I'm practicing by myself, I'll do up to page 24. I mean line 24. So here I'm going to go. I'm going to play each line. I'm going to repeat it and then vamp. 1, 2, ready, now. Half strokes. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. Vamp. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Line 3. 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Line 4. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, vamp. Now 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 7. 2, 2, 3, 4, 8. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 2. All right, that's enough of that. That's what I do, and I'm doing it in 4/4, not 2/2. What I normally do, if I get, let me just give you an example of going up and down the metronome. Let's say I put the metronome on 80, and I'm going to do this not in 2/2, but I'm still going to be in 4/4. That's going to be 1, 2. I'm going to do line 1, 1, 2. But notice when I hit, my sticks come right back to the starting position. I'm popping. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's too slow. I'll go up to, I don't know, let's hit 96. A little faster. I'm going to show you how to go up and down the metronome. When I was with Joe, I thought I was doing real good when I got to 190. Then he goes, now you got to go up the other way. And I said, what are you talking about? You'll see in a second. 96. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I say 96, let's go twice 96. That's 12, 192. All right, so I'm going to go to 192. And that's moving. And I'm going to play this in half strokes. Line 1. Ah, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, there. That's moving. So I'm not trying to show up. That's 190. So I go half of 190 is what? 190 to 8, 9. It's 90. 96, I guess. 90. Let's go to 96. Now 96, I'm going to play the same thing, but I'm going to think about it differently. Sorry about being so sloppy with this. I'm just a little tired right now. And I'm going to go to 96. I'm going to play this line 1 the same way I just did. Okay, but I'm going to think about it differently. I'm going to play now in 2/2. So instead of me thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in, I'm going to think 1E and the 2, 1E and the 2. I'm going to do 2 measures. 1E and the 2E and the 3, 4, 1E and the 2E and the 3, vamp, boom. Now I'm traveling up the metronome, okay, the same way. The opposite way. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's moving. I just can't, not right now. But just to show you, that's where we go with that. If I'm a little bit looser, I'll do it. Let's go to one more, and then I'll close up. You have the stick control book. Let's go up to page 11. That's doubles. All right, so I'm going to drop the metronome out. Let's try 130. Now, what I do, I don't do any vamping here. I just play the line. That's 1, 2. Line 2. Line 3. Better yet, let's go to, this will help you out a lot. We're going to go to page 13. Let me explain the process I go through. Line 13, page 13, line number 1. Okay? It's a 4-measure increment. So if I play the line the way it is, it would be 1 and 2 and 3E and the 4E and the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I played the line exactly the way it's written. When I get to the end of the line, I'm going to tag a vamp on it. Now I'm not going to play 8th note vamp or an 8th note vamp here. I'm going to play 16th note singles for 4 measures. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, vamp. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Line again. 2, 2. There you go. That's 2, 3, 4. Back. You do this as much as you can, as long as you can. Now, we used to tag a vamp on there like that for 3 minutes at a variety of tempos and develop some endurance. Always get a little cold. I'm gonna close up because I'm really tired. It's like I got a mess of students today, and I did start at 11:30. If you gentlemen want to come back this evening at 8 o'clock, I'll be here a little earlier. Come back at 8 o'clock, and we'll kind of go over some of the things we did. Now remember, you have my email. If you want some PDFs on some of the things we've covered today, or tell me what you have and what you don't have, and I'll try to help you out. Okay? You have the email. Okay, Mr. Carbone. All right, Joseph? And who's that? Ryan and Merv? That's 4. That's cool. All right. Everybody have the email? My pleasure, guys. Come back tonight. Tell your friends about it. Now, that's cool. And go on to, what's this, live lessons number 2? What is that? What is that? No. Live lessons, no. I don't know what that is, number 2. What is that? If you go on Facebook, all you need to do, on Facebook, just go, I think it's live streaming 101. I just started it this morning. There's about 20 guys already. I'm going to be working on it to get about 4,000 guys on Facebook. Live streaming 101. or I'll send you the link somehow, okay? And just request the join. I mean, it's just starting, there's nothing really in there, but if you're in there, you know, in a couple of weeks, you get all the information instead of me going all over the place. Okay, gentlemen? So, I'm gonna like split for a while, take a little half-hour break, teach some more, have dinner, hug my wife and my kids, and go back to teaching again and practice. Okay, Merv, rather, and Brian, and Joe, Harmony. Hope all is well, gentlemen. Okay, we'll see you later. Ugh.